My name is Marilou and I'm living in Bahrain since 3 years now.
My name is Arnaud, I'm 33 years old and I'm living in Bahrain since 5 years.
I just created my own company 1 year and a half ago as an artist painter, so I'm working for myself. And before I was working for a French company, that's why I arrived to Bahrain like 3 years ago. I used to study like decorative painting. Decorative painting is very classical, French style of painting, godlies, fake landscape and this kind of stuff.
I always liked to draw when I was young, since I was 5 years old. I always draw. At the beginning it was in my just a sketch, like a Mickey Mouse or small things. And step by step, I use different techniques, the felt tip pen, I use acrylic, and after I discovered the spray can and I fell in love with this technique. And I like to go outside, you are free in your wall, and with one spray can you can do a big wall, so I love this kind of way of art.
When I moved in Bahrain, I think I was 23. I just finished my school in French, and before my test at the final after 5 years, the company in Bahrain contacted me to come for an internship, and I decided to come. And I was there for 2 months, and after that they asked me if I wanted to stay in Bahrain with a contract. So I decided that I'm going to move to Bahrain because I really enjoyed it for these 2 months, and I really imagined myself to live here. So yeah, I moved here.
I had an offer, a job offer in Bahrain, so that's why I came here. And I thought I will stay 3 months, and now it's been 5 years, and I'm really happy. And I can tell you that also Bahraini are very friendly. I like very much this country, and I'm a Shouya Bahraini. I'm French and Shouya Bahraini also. Alors, the mural, it's a big mural. It's 60 meters long to 6 meters high. And we wanted to paint all the legend of the football in the world, as you can see. As you know, because French people win the World Cup, so we were the best to paint this kind of mural. It was just a joke, this.
So the clients wanted football because they have a ground. And they wanted like the concept to match. So as you can see, there is these beautiful blue characters. It represents like the public who's having fun watching the game. And each character is from different country, and they have like very colorful on this background.
And as you can see now, there is the iconic Sultan, the magic goalkeeper of the kingdom. And we were really proud to paint this character here because he represents the country, so we wanted him as a legend.
The funny thing is, before moving to Bahrain, I didn't even know Bahrain, I didn't even know the name, so I had to Google map it, and I saw this very tiny island. And I was a bit stressed because I had to leave everything I had in France to move to Bahrain in a new culture. I didn't really travel when I was young because it was a very, like, for me to work as a painter was taking all my time, so I couldn't travel. So it was one of my first trips, and to come directly in Bahrain to move in was a big step. But soon as I arrived here, I really felt like super comfortable, like the people are so nice, and yeah, like I feel like home directly, so it was great.
When I came to Bahrain, I had a vision of Middle East, which is not the real visions that you get when you are here. So I was really happy to come here and to see the reality, which didn't sometimes reflect what we can see outside from Middle East.
So most of the places we're working on are on the street or outside the building, but some of the other projects are in some like kind of restaurant or a more close place. Today we are going to Akaya. So it's really cool to to work for this kind of place, which is for young people, dynamic, and we like to like young family or other young people. And now I'm gonna sign the piece. Done. I was working on big projects. Most of them was very classical, and decorative is something very traditional with a lot of technical. It's very hard, it's technical. And when I quit, it's not because I didn't like it, it's because I felt like it was the right moment for me to go for more artistic, to create. I felt like it wasn't something was missing in Bahrain, that to bring like big pieces of art, colorful pieces of art, but not as a canvas, to bring it in an interior design way. I mean, like for restaurants, for public places. And I felt like it was the right moment for Bahrain to bring that, and actually it's really working well. Like most of the projects are for public place. They even ask us to paint for a construction site, which is amazing. Like it's just to make the city more beautiful and more colorful and happy. When we were painting, people were stopping, give us water, come for selfie, bring us some food. So you can see that people are really happy and really like enjoy that. So yeah, it's great. The amazing with this kind of huge wall, it's like a canvas in the street, so people can see it, take picture with it, and this big scale, they can take picture with the car, stop with the motorbike, and share it on social media. So it's amazing that we have a lot on our Instagram. We have a lot of people tagging us. So yeah, like we can see that people really enjoy it and love to be taken in picture with the character.
Bahrain inspired me a lot with my artistic project because I like the culture, and for example, I'm working in an interior design office, and we use a lot the pattern, Islamic pattern, geometric pattern. And this kind of pattern, I also use it in my artistic project, and I also try to use the culture of Middle East. And it's very interesting because now I have the Occidental culture, which I come from, and I discovered the Islamic culture, and it's good to mix them and to make something nice. If you can see behind me, I use what I told you. I use the Occidental character, which everybody knows, the Godfather, and I wanted to add the Middle East, the culture touch of Middle East. So that's why I put it how it's called, the Ghitra and Agar. So I invite Bahraini to use this technique because it's honestly it's very easy. You can do whatever you want with it. Even if you make a mistake, you can always remove it and make it better. The only thing is you need space, and you need to do it in the right place.
So now we are arriving to this huge gym that we did in SAR, Spartan. And the way we process for this kind of project, the client is calling us because he saw our work on Instagram or from other projects that we did, like the street art or any restaurant or places. And they come to us with some ideas, and we are here to improve this design by like show them new ideas, what we can do, the style. We can do graffiti, classic, realistic, colorful pieces, and other anything. So this is the way we work, that we meet them, improve each design, and show them different options. And after we work all together, that we agree on one, and we can start painting.
This team is divided for different exercise, and we draw accordingly to the exercise. So for example, behind me, it's a slide push-up. So we draw the character accordingly to the exercise.
So all around the world you can see that there is different pattern. We try to add some motivating sentence, so when people are training they can motivate themselves, and like it's like a motivation, and it brings some colorful lines around that we pick up from the floor, from the box ring, from all other pieces. And now we arrive to the biggest piece that we did.
Now we are in the biggest piece. As you can see, it's Muhammad Ali, because we are in the section of boxing. So we chose this famous character to represent the box. And for this character we use one technique. It's like a stencil style. The cladding, it's bricked, so that's why we use spray cans, because with the spray cans you can go in the curve, so it's easy to paint on this kind of cladding.
And it's surrounded by two graffiti letters all around, linked to the theme of the art piece. So what I like about Bahrain is there is a huge mix of very traditional and modern. I think one of the best examples in Bahrain is Muahak. This part of Bahrain is just amazing. Like you walk to this very old street, which is very traditional, and you enter this place which are made with very modern designers. So it just, for me, it's just like the best example and represent the most Bahrain.
In Bahrain, I like to go to visit the fort, Bahrain Fort, which is very nice because there is two faces of Bahrain. There is the old face, and when you turn, you have the new face with the new buildings, the new generation. So it's a good mix, and it's very relaxed. So I like to go in this fort.
Since I arrived, I think Bahrain changed a lot. I feel like it's opening like very fast to like in terms of culture. I think in terms of art, for example, there is no big exhibition like, for example, at Exhibition Center, Artbab, who's bringing many artists from all the world. I think it's something like, I saw the exhibition and it was something huge, like people were so interested about it. And I know it's coming soon in Bahrain, and you can see that it becomes every year, it's bigger and bigger. And in terms, yeah, it's changing so much. Like I'm living in a place where I have a full view on the landscape, and there is 2 years ago, like half of the building was not here. So yeah, it's really growing. Like I feel like it's expanding, and yeah.
In Bahrain, it's changed a bit. It's the vision of people. They are coming more open mind, and especially on art. In Bahrain, they are more open with different ideas. Before, there is some kind of ideas that you couldn't show. Now in Bahrain, you can express yourself more. If you have a different idea, you can almost do whatever you want. People are more open, and it's easy to do whatever you want now.
The funny thing about this Dirty Unscrew was I was painting on my side, Kojak was painting on his side, Mustafa is an artist on his side, Arnaud as well doing it in his free time. We and Sarah, there is as well the young Sarah, we all have different profiles. And one day we were just having a barbecue and say, guys, we really need to work together. And at this time, this contractor called us to paint this wall. And this is how it starts. We just spent a weekend to have fun painting in the street. That means it was not in our place. Usually we are alone, we don't have the interaction with people, so we don't know what's the effect, the impact on people. And this day, the street was completely locked by the car stopping, and we realized how much people like it, and we really wanted to share that with people. And after that, just things came so fast, we decided to create the Dirty Unscrew, because we always have dirty hands, which was the funny way. And we've been contacted by Arbab, and that was something big because Arbab usually was for real artists. And they asked us to bring, so artists is fine art, canvas, small pieces. And they asked us to create this huge, massive wall. And that was amazing because we bring this street art touch in Bahrain. And it's been seen by very important people. So that was just like we were very happy that the street art was considered as a proper art. So.
In Dirty Unscrew, we are 5 people with different skill. And me, I like spray cans and like this technique, so I'm more focusing on this thing and more realistic portrait.
And what's really amazing now that street art is considered as a piece of art in the street. It's like a big scale of a canvas, and not in your place but outside. And I think this is great to, like the thing with street art and outside, which we really enjoy, is that people doesn't expect that and just see a piece of color and want to walk around and take picture. And we are so happy then when we have like people on social media like putting our name and give us the comment, because now it's so easy with the social media to have comments from people, which you cannot have in a private place. That's it's like an open book, and we can like have negative or positive comment, which is anyway great. So yeah, it's cool for that.
At the beginning, we was working on a small scale in our house, do small things for us and for our friends. And step by step, people saw what we've done, and we had some call with the social media because we have Instagram, everything. So after that, there is like, it's growing up, and we wanted to try bigger and bigger. And that's why we've done some pieces outside, in big scale. And honestly, when you are in front of a big wall with your spray can or your brush, moving around outside, you feel free, and it's good to know that a lot of people, they will see your thing, maybe they will like it, maybe not, but it's good to have a reaction and to share what we've done with everybody. We always want to make it bigger, to make it nicer. For me, it's not the scale who matter. It's more the different technique, the different subjects, the different way you paint. So it's not matter of big or small or nice or not nice. The graffiti have a very bad meaning before, because it represents, before the graffiti used to be only politic message and this kind of stuff, but now there is this idea, it's gone, now it's finished. Now people, because maybe of internet, people, they see graffiti as a good thing, as art, and it's coming in the society and people accept this, and which is good, and I'm sure for the future it will be fine.
Now we are at Urban Avenue, which we did with the Dirty and Screw. Dirty and Screw is a really funny, young people who's artists in Bahrain, but it's like a mix of different nationality. We have Bahrainis, we have as well French people and Tunisian people, and this group is actually made with different style of artists, which we met we were friends before to have decided to create this art graffiti brand. So there is my piece, which is realistic. There is some Arabic style calligraphy, graffiti. There is some more realistic faces and very street art. The colors of Bahrain. Actually, I will not go for the classical red and white, but I really think you have a very how to say that, sunset here is very special. It's not like France. It's very smooth. There is this very smoky thing. So I like the pastel color. It's really cool.
Colors in Bahrain, but of course your flag, the white and the red. But also the color of Bahrain for me represents the sea. So the turquoise blue, which is, you have very beautiful sea, like a clear one. So this, and of course the blue of the sky, because it's always sunny. Hein? And the desert, the beige, the yellow.
I think there is a big community of French in Bahrain. By the embassy, the French Alliance, and we are lucky that we have this embassy which is very active in French, so we meet for the National Day from France and this kind of stuff. But I'm not actually here, most of my friends are not French. Which really cool in Bahrain, which I really do love in Bahrain, is that, for example, when we're having a barbecue, there is Egyptian, Tunisian, European, American, Bahraini, it's a mix of culture, and I think that's Bahrain. There is a lot of expat and it's part of the life of Bahrain, but we still go to traditional. We go to iftar during the Ramadan. We're sharing the local culture with our friends, and that's really amazing that they are so open, and yeah, again, that's why we feel home as well. What I feel about Bahrain now, I think I will never expect to live here. I thought it's going to be a short time place and I'm going to see what I'm going to do later, but no, I just start my company and I really do enjoy it. And again, I feel like home, and I do love the people and I do love the weather. It's so nice to have sun every day. Not really during the summer, but it's still for example, it's just so amazing, to live around people who are open-minded, and this mix of culture for me is something who brings a lot of positive things in my life.
Shukran, Kbira shukran. And I hope to improve my Arabic next time to make it the same in Arabic. Okay? Masalama, busa busa, and bye bye.